Yeah, I came in with the song. Yeah, I came in with the song. Bitch, I play red wrong. Yeah, bitch, I play red wrong. Yeah, I came in with the song.
He's the kind of guy that would say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, huh, where I don't care.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report News Break. Well, hope you all are having a great Tuesday, sunny midsummer Tuesday. As I scroll through the streets of TikTok, right? You know I'm always up for a good conspiracy. But the more I look at this Epstein thing, it's too boring. It's not even a conspiracy. It's just like cut and dry. Look in the files, do your legal thing as lawyers, and justice will prevail. But for some reason, this is not happening. For some reason, there must be information in there that the public is not privy to. For some reason, some very powerful people are concealing these files, and it makes you wonder why. Not really. It's not a conspiracy. I was looking at a conspiracy about 9/11, and it was talking about how so many people who actually were witnessing the event right then were saying the second tower was bombs going off. Interesting stuff. Now that's a good conspiracy. It's like it was 20 something years ago. It was like um, very, very entrenched truth of two planes or whatnot. So who knows? You just have to study that, or they talk about it was thermite or this or that. Those are good conspiracies. This is not good. This is really cut and dry. So that takes us to our question of the day. You guys are really smart. You guys are really on top of it. Who do you think Trump is covering for in the Epstein files? That's a good question. You guys like, share, subscribe, comment. I will answer every single comment. I'll respect everyone's opinion. Who do you think Trump is covering for in the Epstein files? We're going to show you these clips, might shed some light on some things, and we'll be right back.
Let me put this to you, Mr. Speaker. Would you support a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell, a convicted sex trafficker?
Well, I mean, obviously that's a decision of the president. He said he had not adequately considered that. I won't get in front of him. That's not my lane. My lane is to help direct and control the House of Representatives and to use every tool within our arsenal to get to the truth. I'm going to say this as clearly and plainly and repeatedly as I can over and over. We are for maximum disclosure. We want all transparency. I trust the American people. I and the House Republicans believe that they should have all this information to be able to determine what they will. But we have to protect the innocent. And that's the only safeguard here that we've got to be diligent about.
December of 2010, you went to stay with him at his New York mansion. Why? Why were you staying with a convicted sex offender?
Right. Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together. I felt that doing it over the telephone was the chicken's way of doing it. I had to go and see him and talk to him. We decided that we would part company, and I left, I think it was the next day.
That was December of 2010.
Yep.
He threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited as the guest of honour.
Oh, in 2010, that certainly wasn't a party to celebrate his release in December, because it was a small dinner party. There were only 8 or 10 of us, I think, at the dinner. If there was a party, then I'd know nothing about that.
You were invited to that dinner as a guest of honour?
Well, I was there, so there was a dinner. I don't think it was quite as you might put it, but yeah, okay, I was there at a dinner, yeah.
I'm just trying to work this out, because you said you went to break up the relationship, and yet you stayed at that New York mansion several days. I'm wondering how long.
But I was doing a number of other things while I was there.
But you were staying at the house of
Yes.
a convicted sex offender.
It was definitely the wrong thing to do.
Because during that time, those few days, witnesses say they saw many young girls coming and going at the time. There is video footage of Epstein accompanied by young girls. And you were there staying in his house, catching up with friends. Another guest was John Brockman, the literary agent. Now, he described
Really?
seeing you there getting a foot massage from a young Russian woman. Did that happen?
No.
Epstein's house?
No.
It might seem a funny way to break off a friendship, a 4-day house party of sorts with a dinner. It's an odd way to break
It's a
up a
difficult
friendship.
way of putting it. Yes, you're absolutely right. But actually, the truth of it is that I actually only saw him for about the dinner party, the walk in the park, and probably passing in the passage. Could
Convicted
easily have
sex
gone and
offender.
stayed somewhere else, but sheer convenience of being able to get a hold of the man was. I mean, he was in and out all over the place. So, getting him in one place for a period of time to actually have a long enough conversation to say, look, these are the reasons why I'm not going to, and that happened on the walk.
One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts,
Yeah.
has made allegations against you. She says she met you in 2001. She says she dined with you, danced with you at Tramp nightclub in London. She went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
You don't remember meeting her?
No.
She was very specific about that night. She described dancing with you
No.
and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have bath, possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time.
She was very specific. She described the dance that you had together in Tramp. She described meeting you. She was a 17-year-old girl meeting a senior member of the royal family.
Never happened.
She provided a photo of the
Yes.
two of you together.
Yes,
Your arm was around her waist.
yes.
You've seen the photo.
I've seen the photograph.
How do you explain that?
I can't. Because I have absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken.
Do you recognise yourself in the photo?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult not to recognise yourself.
Around
That's
her
me, but whether that's my hand or whether that's the position, I have simply no recollection. I take very, very few photographs. I am not one to, as it were, hug, and public displays of affection are not something that I do. The photograph is taken upstairs, and I don't think I ever went upstairs in Ghislaine's house.
You're sure of that? Because she said in a legal deposition, a legal court document in 2015, she had sex with you 3 times. She is not confused about this. She said the first was in London when she was trafficked to you. The second was at Epstein's mansion in New York. There was a witness there, Johanna Stolberg, who says that you did visit the house in that month.
I probably did. I don't think on one of the weird things, I was staying with the because of what I was doing, I was staying with the Consul General, which is further down the street. So I wasn't staying there. I may have visited.
Because in a legal deposition, 2015, she said she had sex with you 3 times. Once in a London house when she was trafficked to you in Maxwell's house.
Yes.
Once in New York a month or so later at Epstein's mansion, and once on his private island in a group of 7 or 8 other girls.
No.
She spoke about you outside the court in August of this year. She said, I quote, "He knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it."
And the answer is no.
Hey, what's up, you guys? And we are back. This is WD3, you hear report news break. Who is Trump covering for in the Epstein files? You guys, as you dig deeper and deeper, you might find that I think, I'm gonna give a take on this. I blame Epstein ultimately because he was setting traps, uh, blackmailing people, laundering money. He was convicted. Um, a lot of people fall for money traps. For example, if you've ever looked for a job and you go to a company and you're desperate, you need money, this company can have a really bad agenda, but they don't tell you. They just use your services and give you a salary, and you needed the money. uh, you'd have to find out some really bad things about that company in order to make you give up your income. So these traps that were set did exactly what they were intended to do. And what I heard was Epstein was hunting uh, for powerful people, more and more powerful people. He would meet someone and then he'd ask who they know, and then he'd want to know the most powerful person they know, and then ask who's the most powerful. So he was really making connections for some reason. Seems like if he worked for foreign intelligence agency, they really needed to get some power players under wraps and on a leash in order to get the next agenda item done. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that you could point to uh, that are being done right now that probably otherwise wouldn't have been done without compromised uh, officials. Anyway, who do you guys think that Trump is covering for in the Epstein files? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you to all those who support the show. This is WD3, your Hill Report News Break, and we are out.